time to select the winners. I'm going to go to random.org to do that. Follow along. Okay, so there ended up being about 57 contestants total. So I'm going to type in 57 as my largest value. The top 3 that come up when I get the sequence are going to be the 3 winners. All right, first place is number 34 on my list. Let's see who that is. Number 34 is Patrick McCarty. Congratulations, your first place. Woohoo! Let's see, second place is number 12 on the list. Let's see who that is. Number 12 is Blackblade68. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Third place, number 18, Ken Leonhard. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Congratulations, guys. I am so stoked for you. So be sure to private message me on YouTube with your information, primarily your email address, so I can send you the link to your prizes. So congratulations, guys. How cool is that? I'm so excited for you. PM me with your email address and we'll be in contact so I can get you your prizes, all right? All right. Now, for the rest of you, if you want to just stop the video, that's fine. For those of you who want to stick around and hear me answer your questions from the 1,000 subscriber contest, I'm going to answer your questions and I will be saying your YouTube name too, if that's okay. I hope so. So one of the first questions was from Fear GFX. Want to be a guest on Chilling Wargamers? Yes, I do. In fact, you and I have already made arrangements since you asked that question. Hopefully, I'll be on his show on July 11th, 2013. I think it's around noon my time. Pancake Man 3497564. Do you play 40K? If so, what armies do you play? Yes, I do play 40K. Although I am curious about fantasy as of late, and I am looking forward to getting into dwarves. I'm not looking off camera to be rude, just so you guys know. I'm just looking at my notes, so I don't want you to think I'm a weirdo. So what do you guys think about me getting into dwarves? Any suggestions, ideas? The armies that I've played are Necrons, Tau, Space Wolves. Very small points thus far. I'm gradually getting bigger. I actually spend more of my time lately doing tutorials for you guys. So, next up is Dice Miniature Paint Guy. He asked, what setup do you have? A behind the scenes is always fun to watch. Well, I do plan to do a studio tour video very soon. Though you can probably see most of my studio behind me already, but I'll do a walkthrough of it and I'll show you where I sit, the tools that I use, what's in these drawers behind me. So keep an eye out for a future video. Next up, Aussie Orc. Who is the greatest orc player you know? You, of course. Granted, I've never played a game with you, or should say I've never played any orc player at all yet. Although I hear, according to you, your wife is kicking your butt, so maybe she's the greatest orc player. Snarlton1. Do you plan on branching out into any other game systems or model companies? Yes, like I said, I am curious about fantasy and dystopian, more specifically the Federated States. I want to paint boats. I think it'd be a blast. So that's that. Blackblade68. Ah, congrats. What kind of music do you like to listen to? Hey man, I want to tell you, by the way, great videos. Keep them going. You're probably not going to like my answer. Lately, I've been listening to like the 90s alternative rock. I think it's nostalgia. I don't know. But as far as modern music, I like music like Bruno Mars, Zac Brown, Justin Timberlake, Adele, Black Eyed Peas. I like all those kind of songs. Sorry to disappoint. I don't know. Super Callum 112. I hope I'm saying that right. Your question was, given unlimited resources, what would you ideally do with your channel? This is a heavy question, man. And I've given it much thought. and I still don't have the perfect answer for you, other than I would probably be doing this full time, like tutorials wise for my channel, and trying to get out more than just one video every week or two. So I don't know. We'll see. I'd love to see my channel just explode with viewers, because I'm exploding with ideas to share with beginners and intermediate people. I have so many ideas that are just, I'm bursting at the seam. So I want to just keep on making videos for you guys. I'm having a ball doing it. It's a hobby in of itself, making videos. So I'm having a good time. Very good question. Question from Ya Missed 2. He asks, what other game systems that you don't already play would you think about adding to your repertoire? That's a very good question. And I kind of answered it by saying fantasy and dystopia or dystopian. I kind of play Star Wars X-Wing. That's a fun game. Gardist8 asked, do you think about crafting towel jewelry like an ethereal would wear? Well, though I do make jewelry, I actually have not thought about making jewelry like what they wear, but I did consider making jewelry out of the extra pieces. And the only thing is I don't think anybody would wear them, because most girls have no idea what Tau or 40K is, or they wouldn't have any appreciation for it, except for me. Kid Fury 25 asks, what line of paints do you use, and do you use water or thinner? Very good question. I actually use quite a bit of P3, Privateer Press, and Citadel. Also some Reaper, but I've only used Reaper brand for doing skin tones, because they do have a wider selection of flesh tones to choose from than the other brands that I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's also a very difficult brand to get my hands on too. It's very expensive to ship to my locale. I'd love to get my hands on some Miniature by Badger, but I think they're out of stock right now, so keep your eyes out, guys. As far as using water or thinner, I use water to thin my paints, but I use thinner if I'm airbrushing, so it depends. Nordic Wargaming asks, what do you think a girl would like as far as her first army? My answer is going to be Eldar, because you can get away with going very colorful if that's what the girl wants. However, my first choice was actually Necrons, simply because they're just so easy to paint. And honestly, I wasn't crazy about the skeleton look, and they kind of looked a little scary to me. But as I got looking at them and seeing how easy they are to paint and to play, they really grew on me. Those little guys grew on me. So I really like them, and I would recommend Necrons also. OELRREH. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. How many and what armies do you have? Okay, this is a two-part question. So, I have 5. Orcs in the works to be my 6th. I have Necrons. I have Tau. I have Space Wolves. I have Dark Angels and Eldar. And like I said, an incomplete set of orcs on their way. So, boys, as what I'm going to be getting. If anybody out there is getting rid of their orcs and they want to sell them for a really good deal, let me know. I'll PM you my address and give you a shout out on my next contest video. Jason Pryor asks, what is spackle and can you get it in the UK? I've actually been asked this so much by UK people, and I am so sorry that there's no translation. I mean, us crazy Americans and our terms, I did answer your question, but I wanted to say it to all the other UK viewers. I wanted to cover it. For those of you that have seen my basing tutorials, I use what's called spackle. And I believe it's in the same family as plaster, what you would use to fill in a hole on the wall. So whatever that's called in the UK, if any UK people out there know what that is in UK terms, please let me know so I can tell and spread the word about this wonderful spackle. Lightweight spackle, just so you know, for my special recipe for making mud, lava, slime, goop, water. It's wonderful stuff. Next question. 1, 2, 3 has a N. I hope I'm saying these right, guys. I'm sorry. How did you get into the hobby, and what inspired you to put your hobby on YouTube? Another excellent question. Initially, it was the fact that I was told that I had complete freedom to paint these little miniatures whatever I wanted. Any way that I wanted, any color that I wanted. I think that's initially what got my interest peaked. And also the fact that miniatures are dual purpose. They're like little works of art and they're game pieces. I've never heard of tabletop gaming before, so this was fascinating to me. And in short, it was the painting that drew me in because I love art and crafting, and I used to make my own game boards when I was a kid. So I was very innovative, and instead of, partying or playing with, all the little kids outside, I was inside, like a typical nerd trying to invent gizmos and whatnot. I was a bona fide nerdette. As for what inspired me to put my videos on YouTube, I was actually inspired by girl painting. Check out her channel if you haven't already done so. And she really inspired me to put my videos on YouTube because I saw that she's a very talented woman and you can tell she loves teaching. And growing up, I wanted to grow up and be a school teacher. That's what I wanted to do. So I wound up being a graphic artist instead, which I do love, but making tutorials for this hobby kind of was just a natural fit for me. I thought, she can do it. I'm a woman too. I want to do it. I want to give it a shot. See if I'm not welcomed, oh well, fine. I'll either not do it or do something else, do other hobbies and put them on YouTube. So, but I was very, very welcomed with open arms, and people were saying that they are learning stuff probably from a woman point of view. It's a different viewpoint that I come at it. So maybe that's what makes my channel a little bit more unique. I don't know. There were times, though, in the beginning that I would get frustrated and not know how to do something, and I didn't know really where to turn to. So finding videos on YouTube, good videos, was such a huge help to me. And YouTube is sort of like the perfect vehicle for me to speak and to share my style of teaching and video blogging of my journey of this hobby. So those are your questions, guys. They are more, but I just wanted to cover the basics. If you have more for me, leave them in the comment section below of this video. And I will be running another contest. I was going to do a contest at 2,000 subscribers, but I'm actually at 1,800 just since 2 weeks ago. I got 800 more subscribers. Holy moly. You guys are amazing. I love your support. Thank you. So I may do a 2,500 subscriber contest. So keep your eyes peeled. For those of you that didn't win, I want you to enter contests. Contests are a blast. I love doing them. And as a viewer, it's a blast too. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you guys real soon. I'm going to do my shout outs on a video very soon with all my YouTube buds, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.